Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final week of our 380 and 500 classes, EDUC 380 and 500 classes. I know I say this every week and then I end up talking much longer. This is going to be a short video because there's really not a whole lot this week. I just wanted to send out some reminders and kind of get everyone on the same page. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it and let everyone work. So this week, we can get on there slowly, slowly. Here we go. Um, this week, the assignments are pretty straightforward. Um, it's the there's the blog and there's the discussion. Let me just go on down here. I did open everything up. I'm sure by the time you've seen this, you already got the email from Friday that said everything was already open because there wasn't a whole lot of tech to break down. So I thought I'd just go ahead and get it open before I got the recording done. Uh, and plus, there was already recording up for the Apple. But this week, the most important thing is everything is due on the 31st, so I have time to make sure everything is graded and submitted. I will probably already be grading week 4. I'm going to jump on those a little earlier just to go ahead and get a head start so everyone knows where they stand. Um, Let me go ahead and do week 5 real quick here, and then I'll go ahead and kind of do a quick wrap up just to make sure we're all on the same page. But this week you have discussion 5, pretty straightforward. Log 5. By the way, I know some people had already went into the discussion and did it. There was a little prompt in there on Edpuzzle. If you did it, that's fine, because it was kind of a different one anyway. You can do the blog on any tech from this whole semester, though. If you didn't review one, or if there's one that you're familiar with that we didn't cover, feel free. Log 5 is kind of just a hodgepodge of whatever you want to review. The certification is actually the Apple certification. A lot of people have already done that. There is a video all the way down here if you need it. There it is, Apple Cert. If you need it. Two things that I really want to highlight with that, though, you can either do the iMac or the iPad pathway. That's fine. I don't care which one. You don't have to do both. And you don't need an Apple product to actually do the Apple certification. It's basically one of those tests or quizzes or certifications where you try to earn the stars for each aspect, and you do have to do them all to get the certification. You do a quiz at the end, and if you miss something, it does let you go back and correct it and things like that. My primary purpose with that one, if you're in elementary, a lot of schools locally still use Apple. Two, it just gets you used to kind of figuring out. There's so much similarities between the Apple stuff like Keynote and things like that, and things like PowerPoint. So it just gets you some familiarity, and also, maybe most importantly, it gives you something to put on your resume that you did the Apple certification thing or educator certification. So that's the big assignment for the week. Again, a lot of people have already done it. Those 3 things: discussion 5, blog 5, certification. Um, if you need them, they're all down here, and there's the blogs. The other thing that I wanted to make note is back up here. I put an email out related, and there it is right there on the TCDA. The TCDA is something we have to do in the Department or School of Education. Basically, it is a self-assessment. I don't do any type of grading or anything like that with it. It's just basically to kind of get a feel of how everyone is feeling about how they're doing in the program and just their skills as a teacher. It helps us with our accreditation, which is a very important thing because that helps with our certification status and things like that. So if you take a moment or two and do that, that would be great. You just hit TCDA self-assessment. I don't have it on student view, but you just click it right there. Let me see if I can do that real quick just to show you. Well, actually, I don't want to click it because I think everyone's name pops up. Well, if I go to student view, it shouldn't do that. Sorry. I'm talking as I'm recording here slightly, and I don't want to have that happen. Well, all right, there we go. Student view. Excuse me. Fighting a little bit of allergies. And apparently a little bit of slow internet. There we go. I'm going to click that. And as you see, you just click open link, and it should just give you a scale. Fingers crossed that no one won't count this there. And it goes right there. And there you go. You just click on how you do or how you think you're doing. I don't judge anything based on this. you think something's developing, that's fine. Believe me, as an educator, I'm still developing skills, and I've been doing this now for over 20 some years. Um, if you think you're meeting expectations, that's fine. So just do that. I know a lot of you have probably done this in other classes. We do require it from each class because it's something that shows growth through the program, hopefully. Um, but with that being said, that's just something if you could take a few minutes and do, that would be wonderful. So this week, blog 5, discussion 5. Discussion 5 is on tech like a pirate reading. There's a prompt. Blog 5, any tech that we've done this semester, just review it. And TCDA and Apple certification. If you could do that, that would be awesome. Also, someone had emailed me and asked the great question about the key assessment that's sitting here. You do not need to worry about it because you've already done it. That was a brainstorming exercise. When we do the live class, we have to load it up into something called iRubric. Some of you probably already had that experience. Since this is an online class in summer and it's kind of quick, I just usually take them on Brightspace and I can manually load them up. I know how to do that, so you don't need to worry about this. I just need to make sure that it was posted on here, so when we load it, it's there. So you've done this. I'm pointing at it like you can actually see me pointing at it, but I'll use the cursor. Don't worry about this. You've already done it. It was the brainstorming exercise. Let's see. Other than that, I think assignment-wise, that is it. I do want to give a shout out really quick also because some of you have emailed me. This was a live class in the spring, so when I rolled it over, there was a couple of little typos or something with prompts, especially on the blogs, that someone said, "Hey, it says this. Thank you for emailing me very quickly so I could get those fixed." That was something with the rollover I didn't always catch. So hopefully I got them early enough. And I tried not to penalize anyone if there was a typo or anything like that. Or let me rephrase that. I didn't penalize anyone if there was something that with a wording issue that was the problem was on my end. And last but not least, there was one other thing I wanted to make sure we were on. Oh, grading. If there was something I couldn't open and you see an odd or weird number on your grade, like maybe 4 out of 10, that's not because you're getting a 4 out of 10. I just couldn't open it. I just do the number to get your attention, basically. If you could, you can still email me those links or whatever. I'll go back and update them because you submitted it. Sometimes it's just something as simple as just clicking a button to publish something. If you see any of that, though, just send it or email it to me. And I think that's kind of the overview for the week. I told you I was going to keep it quick. The last thing I do want to say is thank all of you all. These summer classes I feel like are just a rush sometimes. There's a lot to cover in a short amount of time. I think this class is a good summer class in terms of it's really here's some tech, do it. And I try to keep a little bit of a rhythm with discussion, blog, and tech. Sometimes though, I feel like there's a lot of tech in the weeks and it's condensed. Obviously, because we're only going for 5 weeks, but I think you all knocked it out of the park. I sent out an email, or will be sending out an email to those of you that are in the MAT program. The papers were fantastic. They're all back, I believe, earlier this week. And also, thank you. I was trying to get everything back no later than Tuesday. This week, I'm recording this on Saturday, the 27th. We had some internet issues in Canudi, or I did in my office, because if you're going to be on campus, you'll see new flooring, and there was some issues on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I got a little behind, but I think everything was posted by Wednesday evening. With that being said, thank you again. You all have been awesome. Usually people who take summer classes are trying to push through and get through and are good students and get done. And that is definitely the case with this class. I hope everyone took at least 1 or 2 things out of here as terms of tech. I don't expect everyone to use all of these techs when you're out in your own classroom every day. Like if you don't like Edpuzzle, I would not expect you to use it. But hopefully there was something you've seen or a skill you got maybe with the AI or Diffit or Nearpod or something that you can use in the future. That's my main goal with this, is basically to kind of put more tools in the tool belt for you, so to speak. So with that being said, I said I'd keep it short. Thank you all very much. If you have any questions or if you need anything, just email me. And of course, I know everyone's still in the process of the program. Feel free to stop by my office if you have any questions. I should be back. I'm starting in August. I'm going to be kind of in and out a little more frequently. July, I was mostly off campus. But with that being said, have a great rest of the summer, great work. I will try to have everything graded probably by Thursday or Friday of this week so I can get your grades calculated. So you should be able to hopefully figure it out because the grading scale is actually on the syllabus. So With that being said, have a great week and I will talk to you later.